Welcome to the first of our videos to give you an indication of how to put some of our models together in the CDC Design Thanet Loco Works range. I wanted to start today by looking at our increasingly popular J69 class and how you would fit that chassis onto the Hornby, fit that body rather onto the Hornby Terrier chassis. In front of me I've got all the tools that you should need. The drills and the drill bit really are there for emergencies only. If we turn the body over and we see the fixings on the underside, you can see there that there's already pre-drilled screw holes. If at any point when you're putting the body on you find that they're a little bit tight, then you might need to put a drill bit through there. To be honest, I very rarely find that, but they're there just in case. Other than that, all you're going to need is a screwdriver. I would recommend one of the small crosshead screwdrivers, says the person who's holding a flathead, because that's all I could find. These will work just as well on the Hornby screws, but it might be a little tricky and you have to be a bit careful just to make sure they don't slip. Watch your fingers. So here we have our Hornby Terrier. It's the old style one, not the latest. This one happens to be one of the Western Clevedon and Portishead ones, simply for the reason that's what was in the bargain bucket when I called in at Westwood at Hornby factory the other day, and so I picked this one up. So first thing we have to do is to take the chassis out from the body. You can see we use the two end screws, this one at the leading end and this one just here, just behind the gear casing. These should come straight out very easily. Now we notice when we take them out that the front screw, we will notice when we take it out that the front screw is slightly longer than the rear screw. Remember which one's which. Just remember the longer one is at the front. The reason for that is that it has to go through a longer section, a deeper section of the chassis block before it actually gets into the plastic, or in our case the resin of the body. So here's our chassis. We've just removed it from the body exactly as it comes out of the box, not done anything else to it. Things that you might need to consider when you're doing your models, this being the Western Clevedon and Portishead one, it has got green wheels, so I would be considering painting those black. If you're using one of the London, Brighton and South Coast versions of the Terrier, that will have Stroudley improved engine green wheels, which again you would need to repaint black. A Stratford touch for a J69, quite often, certainly for this one, for 68619, you would also need to paint the coupling rod into red. Any amendments that you might want to do paintwork wise to the chassis, you can do before it fits. And then it is very simply a case of lining it up under the body, making sure that it's the right way round, the brake shoes and the brake hangers facing on the leading side of the wheel, facing towards the front. And then we just turn her over, long screw at the front, that goes in and we tighten it up. And then the shorter screw goes in behind the gear and we tighten that up. There we go, and we have got one finished J69. That should have taken about 4.5 to 5 minutes, and hopefully it will take about the same amount of time for you.